Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at people who witnessed something creepy. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. My brother after his overdose. Dude looked like a translucent bluish red color, covered in his own puke, jaw tensed shut. My dad and I thought he was dead, but we worked on him anyway. Pretty sure I chipped some of his teeth, prying his mouth open. I cleared his airway. Me and my dad traded compressions until they sent me outside to flag down the ambulance, and he frickin' survived. He's been sober from hard drugs for 7+ years, sober from drinking for 5+, 2 beautiful daughters and a wife. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for him. I guess after that he was like, I got a second chance at life. I'm not gonna F it up ever. That's scary though. For sure. Like thinking someone in front of you is dead. But I'm glad they never gave up on him. Like, good on them. Good on them. And I'm glad they didn't wait for the ambulance to come and they started on him as soon as possible, because you can really save a life like that. When I was about 12, I was sleeping on my trampoline with a friend and we heard the bushes move behind us and flashed our flashlight to the bushes, and a mountain lion was laying there stalking us. I have never ran so fast in my life. That's scary, bro. I don't even know what I would do, honestly. I think I would just sit there. I grew up somewhere very rural, no streetlights and far away from any town with them. At night, it was dark. My bedroom door also never closed properly. You could latch it, but it would pop open even if you pushed the door lightly. One night, I woke up suddenly, without knowing why. As my mind tried to make sense of things, I looked to my left, towards the bedroom door. I could see the outline of a figure. In the tiny amount of pre-dawn light, I could just see a white shape, long dark hair hanging down and sunken eyes. I could also hear it breathing. After a few seconds of absolute mind-bending horror, where I literally felt every hair stand on end, it took a step into my room, out of the dark hallway. The hallway had no windows, so my room was slightly lighter. The change of the light also changed the face slightly. I could see it more clearly. I saw that it was in fact my mother's face and she was sleepwalking. She very occasionally did, and also had a lot of other sleep problems, including very vivid nightmares. She quickly left and went back to bed. Fortunately for my own sanity, I never saw her sleepwalk again. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god! I would slap the heck out of my own mum, to be honest. Like, I ain't gonna think straight if I see something like that. Hell no. The fact that they didn't even do anything and just let her just walk into the room while looking like the person from The Ring, man. Like, seriously? We had a neighbor who moved out and came back a year later for a visit. He brought with him his 2 kids, an Asian woman he claimed was his wife. He claimed it was the same wife he used to have and that she just lost weight and had a makeover. But we remember the wife as a really tiny woman, 5'1" or so, with wavy bob hair. This new one was about 5'6" with long straight black hair. Looked younger too. Even she took off her sandals, and I saw even without sandals, she was about 5'6". While on vacation, he told the neighbor of his vacation home that his wife died of a brain tumor. I began to wonder where his wife really was. I think he really just sent her back to her Asian home country. But it was really creepy to see him trying to pass off the new one as his wife. There's something fishy about this, because if he's not suspicious or fishy at all, he wouldn't try to pass his new wife as his ex-wife. You know? He's freaking suspicious. Like, what happened to the actual wife, huh? Huh, what happened? Where did she go? Why is he trying to hide the truth? That is creepy though. Like, bro, is this guy really saying all Asians look alike? Oh, I'm a bit offended. Was working in a restaurant, nice place. That night we held a charity dinner for a youth in need type of house. The guy representing the house, a worker there, was such a nice and kind man. Every teen there was only saying nice things of him. A good soul that was giving everything he could for these teens. At one point they gave a big check for the charity. I must guess an amount they rarely received. Well, under the excitement, that poor man had a cardiac arrest. Dropped there on the stage, check in hand. He couldn't be brought back. He died. Seeing this was already bad enough, but the kids everywhere in the restaurant screaming and crying for hours after. Haunting. Wow. Always the good people that this happens to. So did he already have like underlying causes that caused that, or was it just being so overwhelmed? Because I doubt it, right? Like, you can't just die from excitement, can you? I don't even know, to be honest. That is sad. This guy followed me home, said he saw me there often, and named a few local spots I go to sometimes as places he sees me. I'm your biggest stalker. I know where you live. I know where you are at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. you go to this restaurant and I always see you there. And you get off work at around 6 p.m. and I just follow you home. Like, bro, just call the cops on him, honestly. Like, who cares? Just call the cops on him. That's freaking creepy. I was in a restaurant years ago on lunch break. At the time, I was very thin, 25-year-old woman. There was this big creepy guy sitting there who would not stop staring at me from the moment I walked in the door. I mean, just open-faced staring without blinking for the entire 15 minutes I was eating several seats away. I asked for a box and left early to get away from him. As I walked out, he said, "You shouldn't be out alone. Someone's going to grab you and steal you away." Oh my god, 100% convinced creepy dude has someone locked up in his basement. Like, that's the thing he thinks about when he sees someone tiny. He's like, be careful, because everyone wants to steal you. Yeah, if you think like that, you are freaking suspicious. Yeah, I agree with them. Probably have someone locked up in his basement. About 25 years ago, a few days after my cousin's wedding, a large group of us decided to go out drinking one night in Portland, ME. We decided to walk from my aunt's house to the bar and back so no one would be driving. On the way back from the bar, we cut down a dark residential street, and there was a large guy just standing there holding a hammer. It's like 2 a.m. and there is this large guy just standing in the street holding a hammer. A few of us asked what he was doing as we walked by, but he just stood there watching us as we walked down the street. The guy never said a word. Luckily, there were 12 of us in the group because who knows what this guy was up to. That's so freaking creepy. He was waiting for his next victim, that's for sure. That's what he was up to. He was waiting. The fact that he didn't say a word, yeah, suspicious. A few months ago, we were at a relative's house. When we were going back home at 2 to 3 a.m., we saw a guy covered head to toe in blood walking, or at least trying to. He started signaling, but we didn't stop because we didn't know what to do. We immediately called the cops and told them what we'd seen, and they said lock the doors and windows and don't stop. Then they kept calling us back, asking about the exact location. They called us back over 5 times and they never found him. How come no one helped him? Was it because they thought he was like a scam? Like, you know, trying to lure his victims in by seeming like he's hurt? But what if he really was hurt? They tried to find him, but they couldn't find him. Oh, okay, so he was a scam. For a second, I thought the police knew who he was. Like, he was like a serial killer or something, and they have been looking for him for months. And he fit the exact description. But nope. One random night in middle school, I woke up and had the odd feeling that someone was present in the house and coming towards my room. I was scared, so I closed my eyes to pretend to be asleep. I could faintly hear something come in my room, and it felt like someone was standing over me, looking to make sure I was asleep. I laid on my back, eyes shut until the feeling passed, and ended up falling asleep. I woke up in the morning to find out that our house was robbed. Oh, that's freaking scary. Man, they don't have a dog. This is why you should get a dog. I mean, not only the reason why you should get a dog because you want a dog and you can take care of the dog and you love dogs, but a plus one is the fact that dogs can protect you. Well, actually, it depends on your dog, because I have seen videos where the dog will just run away because they're scared themselves and they don't want to die. But hey, Coco is a good girl. I know she will protect me. She goes crazy, man. I think female dogs are like more territorial, right? Like, they protect. When I was young, me and my cousin used to go on walks on the paths through the woods near our grandma and grandpa's house. The neighbor used to mow out multiple paths through the woods to connect properties, and there was probably a couple acres in between those properties. Anyway, one day we went on a walk down one of those paths. We went down a connecting path that seemed new to us. We went down the connecting path for some time until we reached a dead end. In front of us at the dead end was a rundown, dirty old mobile home. Outside it was a clothesline with clothes hanging on it and a balloon tied to it. Man, after watching the movie It, I freaking hate balloons. The grass around it was all brown. We both agreed it was creepy and sprinted back to our grandparents' house. Took us about 5 minutes, maybe less. We told our grandpa about the mobile home, and he didn't really believe us, but our grandma convinced him to follow us there. We tried to find the connecting path, but we couldn't find it for the life of us. Our grandpa chalked it up to 2 kids with wild imaginations, but it really freaked me and my cousins out. We tried multiple times after to find it again, but never did. What? Where the hell did I go, Narnia? Dude, seriously. I will not give up trying to find that place, because I swear I'm not crazy. I can't be crazy. No. Gotta find it. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.